Hey guys, so I thought I'd talk to you today about my arrows. So I get quite a few people asking me about how I use my arrows and why I have different types. So I've got three arrows here that I use most, and I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about them. So we'll start off with this one. This was the first type of arrow I'd ever had. It was made by Carol of Carol's Archery, I think, who's a good fletcher from south of England. The arrow is quite long. I think it's about 34 inches long, this one. Wooden shafted arrow with a brass point on one end, large, I think about 6-inch turkey fletchings, and a black knock on the back. This I use with my first longbow, my 50-pounder. As you can see, it's quite whippy. The arrows are quite old now, so they are getting a little bit stiff and they are a little bit out of shape. A quick tip for you guys: if you want to check how straight your arrows are, which is quite important if you either hit a metal aluminium one, or if just through shooting wooden ones, they tend to warp a little bit. So you put it on your hand and just with your fingers spin it and see if you've got any wobbles. This one's actually fairly straight by the looks of it. Yeah, so my wood arrows I always get varnished. A heavy brass point on the front. These arrows are a bit of a pain in the wind, because what you tend to find is these long, large feathers in the back tend to catch the wind, so you do tend to get an arrow that sort of flies not quite true in the wind. So that's a bit of a pain. Other than that, I love these arrows for clout shooting, indoor shooting, and up to about 30 meters outdoors, depending on weather. I really like these arrows. Beautifully made. Look her up, Carol of Carol Archery. Don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of a symbol there on the shaft of hers. I'll put a link in the description to her website, just in case any of you guys want to check her out. Secondly, another wood arrow. These I made myself. All the parts I ordered from either the Longbow Shop or Merlin Archery. Again, I'll put their links at the bottom. I know a little bit more about this one because I actually made it myself. So you've got a, again, 34-inch shaft, which is 11/32ths of an inch. It's made of ash, this one, which gives real nice colouring. A heavy brass point on the front again. This time I went for 3-inch turkey fletchings, and again a black knock at the back. These perform better outdoors, and it's mainly because of those real thin and small fletchings. They don't get affected by wind at all, really. Again, it's quite a strong arrow. It's fairly thick. I put this one together myself, and I had it varnished with a clear gloss. A little bit of a tip there for you: if you are going to varnish your arrows, Ronseal is absolutely brilliant. Just gloss outdoor wood Ronseal, and it'll look after your arrows, and then just wipe them down if you ever use them in the rain. I use this arrow with my 80-pound longbow only because it's that little bit thicker, a little bit sturdier than my other arrows. I don't know if you can really tell, but they are quite a bit thicker and it's quite a bit heavier. They fly lovely. Again, these ones I'm quite happy to use outdoor, just about any distance. And yeah, not really affected by wind, not bad. I probably could have done a little bit of a better job fletching them. A tip for fletching wood arrows, guys, is once you put the glue on the arrow and you put the arrow on the shaft, leave each feather to really dry. Give it about 20 minutes, go have a cup of tea before you do the next one. It'll take you ages to do them all, but that way they don't come off. I've never lost a fletching off these arrows I've made. So yeah, so just again, as I say, glue the feather to the shaft. And then another little tip is I like to put a little bit of glue on each end of the feather as well, just to give that a little bit of extra security. And yeah, not bad at all. Finally, I have my competition arrows that I use in my flat bow. So these are Eastern Aluminiums. I think they're double X75s, and these ones are spined to 2016. So yeah, I use these in my 50-pounder. They do feel a lot stiffer than my wood ones, but then again, these are a lot shorter. I mean, as you can see between the two arrow types, this is a good sort of like 3-4 inches shorter. These are made up in my local archery shop, Aardvark Archery. Again, I'll leave a link in the description. Fletched with black turkey feathers, which are 4-inch parabolics. That's the shape is called parabolic. Black nocks and points on. I love these arrows. They're brilliant for what I use them for. The only thing, and it's not particularly anyone's fault or anything's fault as such, but there's a real problem with gluing feathers onto aluminium shafts. I think they just don't seem to take as well. They don't seem to last as long when they're on there. I am experimenting with a bit of different types of glue, and I will get back to you on those. But in the last competition, as a few people know, I lost all my fletchings and had to compete in the bucks competition with better shafted arrows. Yeah, indoor again, as long as you look after them, they're really good. I will say really resistant. I mean, I've snapped a couple of these sort of arrows by hitting them on or hitting a boss, things like that, or even hitting them with my own arrows. The aluminium ones, that's one thing that will be said for them. A little bit more expensive, but a lot sturdier really. That's all I really have to say about these today. If anyone wants any more information, by all means message me or comment on the video below, and I hope that helps you guys. Catch you soon.